part 8 of your periodical examination in SPJ Advanced English 8, that is Public Speaking and Speech Development. To start with, of course, kinakabahan kayo?
Yes, ma'am.
No! Ako? Wala. Okay, to start our activity today, may I request everyone to please rise for our good morning, everyone. Good morning. Again, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ma'am Yungco.
What about our judges?
Good morning, judges.
Make it your seat. And of course, I would like to emphasize, before we're going to start our debate proper, I would like to emphasize our objective to apply the listening skills in our activity. And of course, part of your activity will be the criteria. So, you will be guided with the following criteria. One will be the organization and clarity. That means main arguments and responses are outlined in a clear and orderly way. So you will be given 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 for completely clear and orderly presentation. Number 3 will be most clear and orderly in all parts. 2 points, clear in some parts but not overall. And then 1 point will be unclear and disorganized throughout the debate. That will be number 1 element, organization and clarity. Second will be the use of argument. Reasons are given to support the resolution. I told you that you have to prepare your perspectives, your what do you call this one? The evidences. You have to present your facts and figures. I already gave you what are those possible bases for your claim. So the 4 will be the highest score will be 4. Very strong and persuasive arguments given throughout. 3 points. Many good arguments given with only 1 minor problem. 2 points. Some decent arguments but some significant problems. In 1 point, few or no real arguments given or all arguments given has significant problems. Number 3 element will be the use of cross-examination and rebuttal, identification of weakness in your team's argument and ability to defend itself against attack. Again, you'll have your score 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last element will be the presentation style. I keep on reminding you of this to show or to project your perspective and your evidences to your respective claim. You have to make use of your tone of voice, the clarity of expression, procession of arguments all contribute to keeping audiences' attention and persuading them of the team's case. So the highest score will be the winner. So good luck to you, the affirmative sign and the negative sign. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let the battle begin. Okay. Remember that this activity also is in connection with our previous topic, the communication process, the barriers of communication, the listening process, and the last lesson that we have had, the levels of listening. Now, what do you think, or what level could be best, or the debate could be best applied? Interactive listening. Why interactive listening? Anybody? Why interactive listening can be applied in our activity? Yes, right here.
Because the more you understand the information, the more questions that you will give to the
Okay, yes, very good. The more that you understand, the more questions that you will be raising. The more that you will be giving your responses or your feedback, especially to the information that you have heard. So that is what we call interactive listening. Very good. Now, today, before we're going to start, we're happy and I am very glad to inform you, we have our panel of judges. I've actually think and provided you best judges for your presentation this morning. We have number 1. Of course, you know her very well. She is your English teacher, Ma'am Guro21. You cannot get out, you cannot escape because you have the presence of your English teacher. You have to prove your worth, you have to prove your wit. The second one is she's also an English teacher, one of a productive teacher in Colomloc National High School, the beautiful one, Emily Okla. And of course, the president, we have 2 junior teachers, and of course, to complete our panel this morning, they actually approached our 3rd judge. He is the only rose among the 4. And the senior high school teacher is also a junior high school teacher. And of course, I actually choose him because the topic is actually, he can actually, what do you call this one, in line with his subject. So it's just very timely. So we have the chairman of the board of judges. We have Sir Erwin. And of course, to start our debate proper, may I request our facilitator, Alexis Pilarco, to take the floor. Let the love begin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the SPDA debate. My name is Alexis Emmanuel B. Pilarco, and my privilege is to be the moderator of today's debate. Our topic in today's debate is as follows: contraceptives be given to teenagers. Teenagers are people who are between 13 to 19 years old. And teenage pregnancy is defined as a teenager girl, usually within the ages of 13 to 19, becoming pregnant. And the definition of contraceptive is, it is a device or drug serving to prevent pregnancy. It is also to prevent pregnancy by interfering with the normal process of ovulation, fertilization, and implantation. Okay, let me clarify to you the meaning of ovulation, fertilization, and implantation. Ovulation is a discharge of ova or ovules from the ovary. The fertilization is the union of sperm and egg cell, and the implantation is the attachment of the fertilized egg. When the fertilized egg now become blastocyst was complete its travel through the fallopian tube and adhere to the lining of the uterus. It happens about a week after ovulation with a range of 6 to 12 days after fertilization. Okay, are you agreeing to the given definition of affirmative side?
Yes, we agree.
Negative side.
Yes, we agree.
Today, we would like to resolve whether contraceptives be given to teenagers to prevent teenage pregnancy. Thus, this debate. Before the presentation begins, allow me to introduce the presenter of the affirmative and negative side. Please stand if your name is called. Speaking in favor of the contraceptive be given to teenagers, the affirmative side. Speaker 1, Mr. Luis Emmanuel P. Clarke. Speaker 2, Ms. Leah Jane Winsler. Speaker number 3 is Ms. Jessa May Octano. Speaker number 4 is Ms. Lauren J. Labajo. And speaker number 5 is Ms. Maria Catrina Pizarro. Opposing the contraceptive given to teenagers and supporting the contraceptive should not be given to teenagers, the negative side. The speakers are Speaker 1, Mr. Rainier Ranzar Montero. Speaker number 2 is Mr. Derek Josh Ocampo. Speaker number 3 is Ms. Stephanie B. Pero. Speaker number 4 is Ms. Alerta. And speaker number 5 is Ms. Christian. Okay, let me briefly give you a format for today's debate so you will know what to expect. The speakers from the both sides will be given 1 minute and 30 seconds for giving their constructive speeches. And for the question session, they will be given 1 minute and 30 seconds. And to give their rebuttal, they will be given 1 minute also and 30 seconds. I will raise this green flag if it is 30 seconds left, and this red flag if it is time's up. Okay, let us witness the opposing teams defend their sides. We will start with the speaker number 1 of the affirmative side to give its speech.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Luis Emmanuel P. Clarke, and I'm the first speaker from the affirmative side. I strongly believe that contraceptive should be given to teenagers because first and foremost, it can reduce adolescent pregnancy rate. Teenage pregnancy is a serious issue that may seriously impact the future of a young woman. The Philippines has the highest rate of teenage pregnancies in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and these figures are increasing steadily. 1 out of 10 young Filipino women is already a mother or pregnant with a first child. Data from the Philippine Statistics Authority shows that 24 babies are delivered by teenage mother every hour. It carries tremendous risk to both child mother and the baby. Teen mothers are more disadvantaged on the average than their same-sex age counterparts. They're also more likely to drop out of school, which results in limited employment opportunities. Young married mothers also face social stigmas that can have harmful physical, emotional, and social impact. Example of contraceptive is a condom. It is a strong contender to the title of most common contraception method, and it offers the best protection against STIs such as HIV. So I strongly believe that every child should have the right and opportunity to be a child. We aspire that children grow into capable and participating citizens, reaching the fullness of their potential. So that's the reasons why contraceptive should be given to teenagers.
Okay, now let us give the floor to the negative side to give its question to the positive side.
Good morning, everyone. Do you really think that giving contraceptives to teenagers is the best way to decrease our population?
Yes, I am very sure because based on my research on Philippine Statistics Authority, there are 1 out of 10 Filipino women are being pregnant. Then they said that also on my research that 100%, it is 100% sure that if we use what we call contraceptive, it can decrease or lessen the number of pregnancy rate in the Philippines because it is more effective than if we didn't want to, that, or instead of not giving it for teenagers.
If this case is not so, how can you generate a plan to improve our society without giving contraceptives to the teenagers?
How many percent are you sure that if we didn't give this contraceptive rather to teenagers, it cannot decrease or lessen the number of pregnancy rate in our society? So for me, if we didn't give this kind of contraceptives, we can also have some or implement some programs that will.
Okay, time is up. Let's have the first speaker from.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I will now start my speech this morning. No to free condoms. Church leaders are supporting the campaign of the Department of Health, DOH, against irresponsible sex but not the distribution of condoms in public schools, saying it will only worsen rather than solve the rising number of HIV or AIDS cases among the youth. Data show that from 1984 to October 2016, about 10,279 of the total number of 38,114 HIV or AIDS cases were in the 15 to 24 years old range. Among 15 to 24 years old range, there were 10,279 HIV cases, during the period of which 9,066 were culled during the last 5 years or from 2011 to 2016, prompting the government to target a youth epidemic. There will be more damage than before. It will also deliver the wrong message that they will be safe from the AIDS virus with the use of condom. It's not safe because the virus can pass through even the smallest hole in a condom, the prelate said in an interview with Radio Veritas. Father Anton Pascual said, sex is sacred and must be shared only by responsible married couples. Pascual suggested that instead of condoms, the youth or any member of the community should practice sexual abstinence outside of marriage, to be faithful to one partner when married and value love and sacredness of his sex as a gift of God in marriage. Distributing condoms will only condemn sexual activity among students.
Okay, thank you. So this is my first question. Do you think that there are great impacts if we shouldn't give contraceptives on the teenagers? What are those and prove it? I will repeat the question. Do you think that there are great impacts if we shouldn't give contraceptives on the teenagers? What are those and prove it?
Yes, it has a great impact if we cannot give contraceptives among teenagers. I can prove it to you because the church leaders said already that they will support the DOH against irresponsible sex but not the distribution of condoms in public schools. Why? Why? There will be more damage than before. So,
You said earlier that condoms is not safe. How can you say that it is not safe for the teenagers?
as what I have said earlier, there will be more damage than before. there will be more damage than before. And Father Anton Pascual said, sex is sacred and must be shared only by responsible married couples. Among 15 to 24 years old, there were 10,279 HIV that was given dates.
Affirmative side.
Morning, Mom. Good morning, judges and my co-student. I am the fourth speaker of the affirmative side, Darlene J. Pinaba. And now we have the topic, contraceptives given to teenagers. I strongly believe that contraceptives should be given to teenagers because it prevents abortion, child abuse, and discrimination. Nowadays, the age of the teenage women that are being pregnant is getting younger and younger. Sometimes, when a teenager will approach to their own parents, they were scared if their parents might get angry at them, and it is also a big problem on financial. As a result, they will think on aborting their innocent babies, and we all know that this is a tremendous sin. Somehow, it affects the teenage mom because we know that people will discriminate them for being a mother at a young age. Can you see babies being aborted and teenagers being discriminated? We have the saying, prevention is better than cure. So we should give them contraceptives so that we can cure some abortion. That's all I do.
Okay. Let's have now the interpellation. Fourth speaker from the negative side.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Guro. My question is, can you ensure that contraceptive to prevent the pregnancy?
Yes, and I strongly believe that based on that Manila paper, contraceptive is a device or drug that can prevent pregnancy.
But, excuse me, as much as possible, you have to provide your code evidences, facts and figures. Where did you get the perspective, the principle, the evidence for your claim? Try to be specific. Try to acknowledge that one. Let's move on.
But sometimes other contraceptives like condoms are not effective to prevent the pregnancy.
I am not saying that only condoms can prevent pregnancy, but it could be one that can prevent some teenage pregnancy.
Okay. Some more questions coming from the negative side. Anybody? You might be raising your question. Yes, Rainier.
Are you sure that it can lessen? I repeat my question. Are you sure that it can lessen the population among teenagers?
Yes, because based on the Philippine Statistics Authority, every hour there are 24 babies that is being
Delivered.
delivered by the young teenagers. So it can be one that can increase our population.
That can increase. But I have said in my speech a while ago that Father Anton Pascual said, sex is sacred and must be shared only by responsible married couples. If that is the case, how can you generate a plan to it?
How about the teenagers? If they make some baby, are they married? They are not.
They are not married.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I want that contraceptives should be given to teenagers.
Okay, very good. Let's move on. Maybe we could actually give the floor to the next speaker. Just, what do you call this one? Save your question. We're going to entertain that one later on. Next speaker, please. Negative side.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the first speaker with the negative side. I see your point, but I strongly believe that contraceptive should not be given to teenagers. Although the contraceptive is highly effective at preventing pregnancy, but it has a disadvantage. Example, like a pill. It has a side effect include intermenstrual spotting, nausea, breast tenderness, headache, weight gain, mood change, missed periods, decreased libido, vaginal discharge, and visual changes with contact lenses. The neuroscientists and UCLA have found that oral contraceptives shrink two important regions of the brain, the lateral orbitofrontal cortex and the posterior cingulate cortex. It could account for moods, swings, and depressive symptoms experienced by women taking the pill.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on for the interpellation. Any question from the affirmative side? Audience, where are you? Yes, Melissa? Yes, proceed.
So if we will not use contraceptive because of its bad effect, do you think that it has a great impact?
For me not, but instead given a contraceptive to a teenagers, there must be a guidance of parents because the teenagers they don't know what they are doing.
So do you mean that we should give them contraceptives?
For me no.
Okay.
But you said that contraceptives can also be a good thing so that we can prevent pregnancy.
Okay. And what she's trying to say that she's just quite confused because in your speech there is particular portion that you go with the use or distribution of contraceptives. Okay. For in fact, you're supposed to do what? Know the distribution of the contraceptives. Okay. So try to do not be carried away with the what do you call this one? The speech of the opposing team. Okay?
United Nations Population Fund Agency party representatives said that Filipino girls aged 15 to 19 make up 10% of the population of 100 million and 1 out of 10 of them have already given birth or is already a mother with its first child. Teen pregnancy is a communal problem, a family problem, and a personal problem all rolled into one. And I strongly believe as a rebuttal, contraceptive contraceptive should be given to teenagers because it doesn't mean that giving contraceptive to the teenagers is pushing them to try sexual activities. It depends on them when they're going to use it. The contraceptive is just to assure and make teenagers safe from pregnancy. My co-members of the affirmative side, which the first speaker said, that contraceptives should be given to teenagers because it can reduce adolescent pregnancy rates and can reduce the data given by the Philippine Statistics Authority that states every hour there are 24 babies delivered by teenage mothers. And also speaker number two states the 5 reasons for providing kids free and anonymous access to the contraception. Speaker number 3, which is is Mistress of Dada, believed that giving contraceptives to teens can reduce the out-of-school youth because some teenagers loses their confidence because of discrimination.
Thank you. Let's have now the speaker from the negative side.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Christian Caballero, the fifth speaker that will give the data for the negative side. Contraceptives should be given to the teenagers. I strongly believe that contraceptives should not be given to the teenagers. Because instead of free condoms, he added, the government should raise public awareness to prevent the spread of the disease. Father Anton Oswald, the Chief Operating Officer of Radio Veritas, said that sex is sacred. He said also that instead of condom, the youth or any member of the community should practice sexual abstinence outside marriage. These contraceptives also give disease, and these diseases are gallbladder disease, liver tumor, decreased bone density, breast overgrowth, and infection, increased risk of blood clotting, cancer, heart disease, and stroke. And according to
Okay, shall we give a round of applause to our negative side? Shall we give a round of applause speakers? And of course, what can you say about your presentations?
Nice.
Very nice. It's good because you have chosen your own topic and you have chosen also your own speakers. You have identified your speakers from the negative side and the affirmative side. And out of our brainstorming yesterday, we come up to this topic, contraceptives be given to teenagers. So this is actually the need. Okay, there is actually the need to reduce the risk of teen pregnancies and sexually transmitted diseases. Thus, we have this primary concern. Now, I know that you've heard, di ba, narinig niyo sa television, that there is what we call a proposal that the condoms will be distributed to public schools. Okay, public schools. So, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Distribution of, should public schools provide condoms to students? In your own opinion. Yes?
Hindi tama ma'am kasi ma'am kapag may kondom ma'am, sanit na lang sila ma'am, kaya nakaharap sa kanilang ma'am. Kaya, ma'am, sanit na sila ma'am, naway na yung kondom ma'am,
Okay. Yes, I do believe. Yes, what about Mr. Ruel?
Para sa akin lang, hindi maganda na magbigay ng contraceptives ma'am kasi hindi naman tayo sure ma'am kung hindi ka mabuntis kasi minsan naman yung iba nabubuntis kahit may kondom na gamit, di ba?
Yes, we have heard also stories that they use contraceptives yet they got pregnant. Diba? So, what can you say about that one? Yes, another opinion? Yes?
no ma'am, because mas ma-curious sila ma'am kung ano yung bakit na
You believe that the students will become what? More curious
curious ma'am,
to be engaged in sex if they have what we
tapos
call.
mas lalo mag-encourage sa kanila na mag-sex ma'am.
Okay, very good. That's our opinion. Yes?
Depende lang kasi sa isang teenager kung well-disciplined lang din siya. Depende na din kay kung para sa'yo, kung naay mga contraceptives, pag ano po dahil ka mura, di mo po dahil paulit-ulit ka mag-sex, di ba? Depende lang kung gusto po din mo or hindi. Pero kung naman gusto din mo mag-sex para lang ma-experience ka.
We have different opinions on this, right? pinakamarami yata tayo na may record ng teenage pregnancy. That's why we have also our program in our school that this is what we call the adaptation, okay? And giving us seminars or trainings to our students and information also disseminating on teenage pregnancy. Okay, yes, Rainier.
Sa tiyang pulot sa atong parents, di ba kaya-display na magpunta tapos nga naman doon naman ang mabayaran ang punta sa atong parents na mura takito na wala yung kasiya, di ba?
Yes. Yes, Jessa.
Pero paano yung mga teenagers na walang mga parents? Makuha, madali na. Mapigilan, madali mo sila?
Depende man na sa ilaha, kung gusto nila din. Kung sa pangatlo, kapag sila kapag isang decisions, di ba?
Really?
Actually, class, the role of the parents is actually very crucial. Because some of the parents are not actually giving information on parents' education because they think this is a taboo. Okay? That's why, some of the students we will not be guided, or the students are not actually guided on what is actually moral and what is not. Okay? But do you think the answer is to resort to contraception? Okay? But that's the issue. Okay? Now, I do believe that we still have a lot of ideas, opinions, perspective to share also to the class. But of course, we still have to respect for our time. We have our judges to say something or to give us the result of today's presentation. Are you happy with the result? Are you happy with your presentation today? That's part of the thank you so much, Mom. Okay. What about controversial talaga itong contraceptives. Okay. What about the moral issue? What can you say about the moral issue or the moral issue on what do you call this one? Contraceptives to be distributed to high school students. What will happen to our value system? Anybody? Yes?
Wala
Well,
na lang ma'am, wala na lang yung ESP na subject ma'am. Pag binigyan ng contraceptives ma'am, kasi gusto na naman sila o gano'n ma'am.
that's what you think. That's what you believe. Thank you. What about the other one? Remember that we have a problem here, and that is the increasing rate of teenage pregnancy. Yes?
Depende man kung na siya kung gusto hindi nila.
It is what we call, it falls also on one. It is, our value system has a big part of this. Okay, excuse me. I have already in my possession the remote. Violent reaction. Okay? Best in constructive speech. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Best in constructive speech.
Love you, Sam.
Goes to affirmative side. Best in interpolation or cross-examination. Thank you, Ma'am Emily. Thank you for the expertise. Best in interpolation or cross-examination. Affirmative side. Teacher number 2. We have best rebuttal also coming from the affirmative side. Coming also from the negative side. Rebuttal or cross-examination. We have also from the affirmative side, we have speaker number 1. And negative side, speaker number 3. Good day, everyone. Good day.